Okay, can somebody please explain me why we are killing undead now? Because I thought... Was this rule established later? I'm not quite sure. I wonder how long I'm passed out if this all happens kind of in the flash.
You are too late, Samir. Your father is dead. Even worse, some elven necromancer. He turned your father into an abomination. The necromancer slew your father and then reanimated his corpse. It is the most terrible thing I have ever seen. He is lost. There is nothing to be done for it.
Okay, well, he is lost, but we can at least put him to rest.
Samir, you must not go in there. You would have to strike down your own father. As darkly as these events have transpired, our laws remain sacred. Your father is honored dead. Harm his remains, and you dishonor yourself.
And what about the undead I just killed 5 seconds ago? Those are not explained.
Yes, there is no other choice to be made. I know your father would not want us to abandon our new home here, but he could not have foreseen this. He would not have us break the sacred law. You must not even consider such a thing.
We should discuss this, Samir. Come with me.
Well, better than him serving as an undead, I guess. If I were undead and not of free will, I would have somebody take me down too.
Dealt us a cruel hand, my brother. I agree with you. Father would not want us to flee our home. But do we dishonor ourselves? To kill him when being exiled, but I am willing to do this if you command.
I can do it by myself.
Because it is clear that one of us must make this sacrifice. You are in line to become king now. If you strike our father, you would be throwing all of this away. For me, there is not as much at stake. Just speak the command and I will go, brother.
I think I'm gonna do it myself because, to be honest, he does look very happy about it. But we were so unforgivingly awful to him before. Really. We owe it to him.
No, no, please. I beseech you to reconsider this decision, Samir. I cannot bear to see you exiled. What will I do? I am not sewn from the same cloth as you and father. I am not meant to be king.
Well, you better get into the suit.
My son, you failed me.
Well, that was quick. Now for the necromancer. Hey, you even dropped the plunger skull. In the past. Why I'm sleepy. Okay, now telling everybody that I've dishonored myself and I'm now gonna live in exile.
It is done then? I would not have such courage. In my mind, you are a hero for what you have done. No, you deserve to be honored for your actions. But the Vizier says that by law, you must be exiled instead. I don't know what to do. Your courage, your humility. You should be king, not I. I'm sorry. I suppose I must stop acting like a child and accept my responsibility. Whatever happens, though, your sacrifice will never be forgotten. I love you, my brother.
Okay, and that's how they got exiled. So they are all descendants of the royal family? Do I get that right?
Why, Samir? Why? You have broken the most sacred tradition of the kingdom. Nothing can justify such sacrilege. The law is clear, Samir. Exile. You must leave here now and never return. Good. Then there is nothing more for us to discuss. Let us hope your brother learns to listen to my counsel, and to make better decisions than you have.
All of a sudden he hates us just because we did the right thing, but it was against the law. There we go. We're gonna live in the desert. Okay, I would not have expected them to be royal. Well, it doesn't change a thing. They are doing the right thing no matter who they are. That is loading pretty long. Because I have to find back to reality now. Okay, how long was I out? Long enough, I guess.
Welcome back. You were gone for longer than I expected. I trust you walked in the steps of Prince Samir of Yath and experienced the events that led to his exile? He was. Samir went on to start a family and a tribe in exile. They wandered the desert as nomads and became known as the Ashaba. Hakmir became king and ruled peacefully until years later, when he again faced the threat of necromancers and undead.
And then he asked his brother for help.
The colony from Yath would have fallen, but Samir led his tribe against the necromancers and their army of risen dead. The Ashaba accepted the dishonor of fighting the dead to save the kingdom. So it has been ever since. You have now witnessed the first sacrifice, and you know that true honor need not be named. You are one of us. You are Ashaba. We will recognize you as our sister, and together, we will uphold the sacred duty of our tribe.
Okay, and with that, where do we find the first necromancer to kill over?
Yes. The words have been spoken. Normally, my father would conduct a small ceremony and speak the words, but his spirit moved on while you were unconscious. His last request was that you and I would destroy the Withered Hand.
Well, then better get started.
There is little we can do to help our fellow Ashaba here now. So we should do as my father wished. We should dedicate ourselves to destroying the Withered Hand. They killed my father. I will enjoy the opportunity to even the score. There is a place to the northeast, a sacred place called Tuwaka's Throne. It is a place of quiet and of honor. Many, many heroes have been laid to rest there. I worry what would happen if the Withered Hand were to go there.
So maybe they're already there then, because if everybody knows that, that sounds like a gold mine for them.
I must see to the consecration of my father's remains. It would be disrespectful to do otherwise. Go on to Tuwaka's Throne. Look for an Ashaba named Ramati. I know these sands well. I will catch up with you soon enough.
Okay. I'm not gonna go up here now. Well, then I'm gonna go and take the warrior up here, but maybe there's a quest there. Oh, there is. So we're gonna do that first, because that is near this place.
Oh my.
Makes sense.
When will I learn not to trust Stibbons? He's ruined everything. Oh, such a relief to see a familiar face in this ghastly desert. Particularly today. You helped me get the crown of Anton. Would you consider assisting in my archaeological efforts again? I've encountered something of a setback here.
How I love to see her every time. Poor Stibbons.
Well, I discovered this fabulous portal in the Alik'r ruins. I sent my assistant through, and it was a mistake. The portal apparently leads to somewhere in the Grotwood, and basically he returned with the Aldmeri army at his heels. Yes, and unfortunately it seems they're now planning a full-scale invasion. Establishing a base, building siege weapons. We need to close the portal, quickly. I discovered an old tome that explains how, if I can find it again. Will you help me?
Well, just a little bit because I'm defending this land a little bit, so yeah.
You're a true hero.
But not for her.
And I mean that. My camp is beside the ruins. That's where I left the book you need. Get the book, use it to activate the large pillars in the ruins. Then meet me inside the west door to the lower ruins. The portal's down there.
What was she doing here in the first place?
How kind of you to ask. Let's see. I was in Hrothgar for a while, but Orcish history is such a bore, so I left there and visited some Dwemer ruins in Morrowind. Then I wound up coming here. Stibbons has remained with me, of course, regrettably.
Well, you should be happy that he does.
Who knows? Who cares? The blathering fool created such a mess here. He's become a liability, especially since the Tomb of Kings. I have a new man assisting me now. He's much more efficient. Not as efficient as you, but you're not for hire.
I'm not for hire, yeah, that's for sure, especially not for you.
My researchers in High Rock gave me the essential background. Solace N was an Ailiad stronghold, built by human slaves in the Merethic era. The elves eventually got what they deserved during the Yokudan colonization of Hammerfell in the First Era.
Okay, and why was she interested in this ruin in the first place? Is there a powerful artifact here too?
It's quite fascinating, really. It would seem to prove that the Altmer and the Ailiads were still connected further into the Merethic era than we believed. I actually wrote a book on the subject. Well, someone wrote it for me, but who's counting?
Well, everybody.
I suppose that's a reasonable question. As you might imagine, the elves have locked the main entrance to the portal room. There is a back way, however, through an old prison of some sort. The pillars unlock the door into the prison. Oh, I haven't the foggiest notion what's in the prison. It's been centuries, though. Whatever was down there is surely dead. If not, well, you seem capable enough. And it can't be any worse than the damned elves.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be something down there that's gonna be horrible, and we have to kill it. But first, about those pillars. Where's the first one? I know, we need... Oh, we need the tome first, of course. Wait, is there another quest? Ah, there you are. Missed you already.
Oh, hello. I was just tidying up. This was our camp before the elves came. Well, it was Lady Laurent's camp. Oh, I shouldn't say our anymore. Oh, goodness, what will I do? She fired me.
Well, for what reason?
Because it's all my fault. The Aldmeri. Lady Laurent sent me through the portal to investigate. When the elves saw me, I ran and led them to the portal. So now she hates me. Please, I beg you, will you help me get back in her good graces?
Well, of course. Why wouldn't I? And she'll thank me later too, because she will die without you. That is for sure.
Praise you, praise you. I'm trying to gather all her things. But her tools are scattered out in the ruins. And those are her most important possessions. If you'll get the tools for me, I just know she'll forgive me. I just know it. There's one more thing you should know. Lady Laurent hired this thuggish Tamian fellow. I believe she already asked him to recover her tools. You should speak to him up on the ramparts. Tell him we have it taken care of.
Okay.
Well, you and I both know I'm not really Stibbons, but I think I'm doing a good job of playing the part. This Tamian fellow is just complicating things. I'll never forget what you did for me back at the tomb, by the way.
Well, you do your way. It's way better than being stuck in ruins for thousands of years.
Because he's a brute, and I need to be the one to give her the tools. If I can't make her forgive me, she'll just leave me here, and then what will I do? This is my only chance.
Okay, we're gonna start over here. If I can get up there. Do I need to get up there? I think I do. Seems to be a ramp here. This is better. Wait, that didn't help. Maybe I have to go to the inside? activating that. That worked. Now I have to talk to this Damien, wherever he is. Where is he? Up there? How the heck am I supposed to get up there? Probably this way. No, just a little bit further. There we go.
To think I once enjoyed the feel of sun on my skin. Not anymore.
Well, well, well. If it isn't my old friend from Crosswich. Let me guess. Lady Laurent has you helping clean up this mess she made. Or is it Stibbons, the bootless coward? He's hoping Lady Laurent will forgive him.
Well, it is Stibbons, actually. Oh, now I don't want to ruin his new mercenary life as well. But maybe she can keep both.
It could be worse. Lady Laurent pays well, and she's got a pretty ambitious travel schedule. So I'm getting to see places I had never dreamed of. Can't say this desert's one of the highlights, though. Did he? I'm surprised he could get that out through the whimpering and whining. Lady Laurent already has someone to recover her tools. And you would recover them and give Stibbons the credit?
Well, why not?
Just following orders. Even before this, Stibbons couldn't keep up, so Lady Laurent hired me. I was just getting a bird's eye view before getting to work. Say, though, if you were going to save Stibbons the trouble, why not help me instead?
I'm pretty sure she's still gonna hire you. For Stibbons, though, it looks bad.
Well, for one thing, I'm better looking. For another, I'm actually getting paid. Stibbons was always just a glorified slave. Help me get the tools and I'll cut you in.
Now, that does sound like bribing, my man.
Don't think too long. I'll go down there and get the tools myself if I have to. They're in backpacks, by the way. I bet Stibbons didn't even tell you that. I was wondering if you were going to ask that. Yeah, I snatched up a few tool bags earlier. But there's no reason for me to give them to you, is there?
No, I think he can keep them. We're gonna get the rest of Stibbons. So they both have a few satchels to give her so she can keep both. That's what I'm gonna do. Ouch. Breaking all my bones. Okay, there's a pillar, but maybe we're also gonna get some of the tools here. Here's one. How many do I need? 5. Sounds good. They noticed, but they didn't see me walk away from it. Good thing. Okay, one is up here. Oh, there's also a sky shard. I'll take that first. Have to deal with you two, though. There we go. And dealing with you. And a tomb again. I need 2 more tools and...
You miss quite a sight when I
If only we could cure thirst.
And 1 more pillar. Well, lucky there's gonna be another bag at the other pillar. Let's see. So far I don't see any. There was always one before. Looks like we have to look somewhere else, maybe down here. So I want to deal with the Jews before I enter the ruin.
I find it inconceivable that any Oldma could have called this blight their home.
Wasn't there a tool satchel somewhere before that I didn't take? Oh, there's another one right here. They put it over there. Okay, then we have to return to Stibbons. Because as I already said, I think she's gonna still hire Tamian. And if not, he's gonna easily find work, because he's very capable. Stibbons, on the other hand, not so much.
Well, I think I've gathered up all of Lady Laurent's personal effects from the camp. I just need those tools from out in the ruins. I don't suppose you beat Tamian to them, did you?
Certainly did.
Praise the eight. You just saved my reputation and my livelihood. Can I have the tools, then?
Yeah, sure.
Ha! That sneaky Tamian fellow sure will be surprised. Hopefully now Lady Laurent will forgive me and realize we don't need any hired help. A mercenary. What in oblivion was she thinking?
Well, she had money to spend, I presume. First we're gonna unlock this, because I don't know if I'm gonna get out here when I exit the ruins again. There we go. And then we're gonna go enter the lower ruins. Just ignore me. Ow. Sorry for trampling you. Now we have to go in here. Okay, let's see what we find down there. It doesn't count as a delve, so we don't have to look for anything other than quest-related stuff. Maybe there might be a sky shard in here, but it does not have to be. How did she get down here that quickly?
You certainly made short work of those elves. There seem to be few odd skeletons down here. No problem for you, I'm sure. Now, I assume you found the old tome in my camp?
Yep.
Thank you very much. Fortunately, I can translate the ancient Alik'r, and that should tell us how to close the portal. It's through this door right behind me. The problem is that it's locked, but it appears that it's controlled by a switch deeper in the ruins. Would you be a dear and find the switch?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Maybe I could have someone like you around full time. If you'll get the switch, that will give me time to study up whatever words I need to speak to close the portal. Once you get it opened, I'll just go on in, so meet me in the portal room.
She's so incapable, but she still wants to participate. Skeletons. We have necromancers in here. That is very weird. Where did the skeletons come from? I'm just gonna sneak most of them. Ugh. Not past you though. Uh-oh. Ignore me. I'm decoration. Two more over here. Okay, it's not further now. Not much further. We should already be in the big room. Now, only if I knew where that switch was. Oops. I think it's the glowing one down there. They make that easy. Wait, that's a person. Why is there a person down there? And where's my switch? Okay, switch will have to wait.
Before you speak, stranger, know this. For centuries, a spell has bound me. Many have tried to free me and failed. This prison has no lock or bonds to break.
So how do I free you? Does it have something to do with the pressure plates?
Did you hear me? This is no common spell. It was cast by Alik'r wizards long since dead. This is a true curse. The task is beyond you. Of course, a fool would still try. Do as you wish. I won't harbor faint hope. For centuries, amateurs like yourself have tried to release me. Fools, all of you. You'd have a better chance of becoming the next emperor.
Well, maybe I'm trying for that. But I think I'm too busy to be emperor. How did you get here in the first place?
It pains me to speak of the past. Would you force me to relive such bitter memories?
I don't think you have anything better to do right now.
Ha! Please. There's a word I remember well. Please, she said to me. No one will know, she promised. She was wrong. Nuralanya, she was called in her high elven tongue. She was just Nura when we were together. I could deny her nothing. I was enthralled, a slave madly in love with his master. Our secret was eventually exposed, and the elves were furious. Our love was an abomination in their eyes. They decided execution was too kind a punishment for our crime.
So they imprisoned you there?
Aye. I was here, and she was there. To see one another, but not able to hear, or touch, or hold. Yet even that torment was insufficient for their retribution. The elves wove a spell to extend my life and prolong my torment.
Oh no. So you've been stuck here for how many years?
Elves live a long time, but not forever. I sat and watched as Nura slowly grew old and died. Sometime after that, the Regatta came and slaughtered the other elves. But even with them dead, the spell held strong.
And he's still here. So I'm guessing if I free him, he will die, but that's what he wants.
It was the Regatta, the warrior wave. The warriors sought vengeance. The swords of Yakuta passed through these halls, and the High Elves were washed away. They would have killed me, were it not for this spell. Instead, I watched, safely ensconced within this prison, as my captors were slaughtered. Many centuries passed before I learned who the warriors were, or from whence they came.
So he has had many visitors somehow.
A foreign people had arrived on these shores. They came from a distant land. Yakuta it was called. Yakutan warriors set out to conquer the new world they found. Singers named them the Regatta.
Okay, we asked that, but why is it still... Did I not pick one option?
Pains me to speak of the past. Ha! Please! Nuralanya, our elves live a long time. If I knew, don't you think I would have escaped by now? All I know is the tiles must be used in the right order, and the order was determined by time, whatever that means.
Okay, that sounds like something.
It was the Regatta. Fine. It pains me.
I think we have everything now. Okay, order is determined by time. Okay, what do we have here? We have, statues that Mr. has. Constellation, original constellation. Represents the first season. Represents the year's second season. So I'm gonna just press them in the calendar's order. So we're gonna start with Ritual Lover Lord. Ritual... Where is it? Ritual Lover. Lover. Where is my lover? Nope. Nope. Lover. Then Lord. Didn't I see that somewhere?
I didn't expect that to work.
We done yet? No, he's not free yet. Then we have Mage, Shadow, Steed. Is that still in the right order? Fourth. Yeah, Mage. Mage, Shadow, Steed. Mage? Shadow. Where's the Shadow? Shadow. 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 Yeah. Then we have Steed. Somebody see a Steed? Steed. There we go.
How are you doing that?
And then we have Apprentice Warrior Lady. Apprentice. There we go. Warrior. And then the lady was in the corner, I'm pretty sure about that. No, not that one. Lady. Almost in the corner, okay.
You may be onto something.
Yeah, do you think I'm dumb? Okay, Tower, Atronach, Thief. Tower. He really thinks I'm dumb like that. Atronach. And Thief. And you should be free! Free and can go. There you go. Have fun.
By the bloody fangs of Moloch. By the stench of Moloch's gaping maw. What have you done? How can this be? I'm free?
The solution literally is on the walls. In perfect order. Easy prison. I thought this was more of a challenge.
I should thank you. But I don't even think this is what I wanted. It's been so long since my life was my own. This is all I know. I don't want to leave.
Well, at least you can have your feet, you know, walk a little bit in the hall.
The orc I know and love would never utter such words.
Nura?
While you discuss it, I'm gonna switch.
So long.
We've suffered enough of this curse. By the grace of Mara, I've been allowed to take you beyond this mortal realm.
Finally, a release from the suffering of this world.
Come, my love. We have the rest of eternity to be together.
Well, that is a happy ending, right out of the book. Ah, wonderful. And now back to the horrible business that we're at. She must be wondering what I was doing all the time, just flipping one switch. Okay, and now into the door. Boom. Hopefully this is gonna be as easy. We don't have much time left. I think in 5 minutes the countdown was gonna start for the server restart.
All right, I think I've got it.
Maintenance.
Mama Alu Takeo.
Hey, wait. Didn't you want to close that? Did you just open that? Now I'm confused.
Arrogant elves. They have so much faith in that seal they put on the main door. They don't even have anyone guarding the portal. I'm not complaining, though. Are you ready to do this? All right. You're going to have to protect me, though. The chamber may be clear now, but as soon as I start the ritual, they'll realize it on the other side. They might try to charge through and stop us.
Okay, should not be a problem.
All right, let's get this started. Woohoo! Take that, you damned elves!
We're just gonna keep our AoE down on the portal and kill whatever comes through.
Who now?
How do you pronounce this?
I thought you knew how to read
All right,
that.
I think I've got it. Mala Alu Takeo.
It worked, so I think that was the right pronunciation.
Well, that takes care of that now, doesn't it? I'm actually quite relieved. It would have been so embarrassing to have been responsible for the fall of Alik'r. After I opened the portal, I considered just leaving and denying that I was ever here.
Well, that may be for the better.
I am too. Now. If you would, though, I still would prefer to keep this quiet. I do have a reputation to uphold, you know.
Okay, where does this lead? Is this kind of the back exit? Where does this lead me? Does this lead anywhere? Yeah. Right into the middle of the camp. Strange, but I take it. Okay, and with that we go back down there. Okay, we have about 5 or 10 minutes. Let's see if we can still kind of continue on with the main quest. We have to go up here in order to do that, but I don't know if there was gonna be anything on the way here. How about my inventory? Still looking good. Can deal with that later. Really like the desert aesthetics here. Let's see if there's anything over here. But I think we cleared everything out. Already did a good job. Okay, there's a boss camp there. I don't presume there's anybody wanting to help us with that. Maybe the person running there? Hmm? No? What is that even? Well, there's a runestone there, so... Wait. There we go. This is nothing, I presume. I don't think there's anybody helping us, so we better avoid this one. Otherwise it's gonna eat us. We would like to avoid being eaten. Okay, there's a point of interest there. But we want to go north, so that's what we're gonna do now. And see, there's a quest there already. Just as I thought there would be.
Know this. Like all things, the pearl was covered in sand. Thus it came to belong to Zet, who works the land.
Oh yeah, there's our notice. Okay. Maybe we can still do the quest here. Okay, you looking for a pearl?
When the pearl is uncovered, the time of Sep's hunger will be over, and water will run from the pearl all over the dead skins, and the hungry stomach will at last be full. The spawn of Satakal are weakened by the waters. They are hungry.
Is this a story, or are you telling me real things?
One sound will open the way, and one sound will close it. Take the call and find a goat. Use the call to lead the goat across the water as an offering to the beast. Only then it will be sated. and only then can you return to me. The pearl is the way and the guide. It is the light to the far shores and back again, as they are placed by Tall Papa's hand.
Why is he telling me that? Am I chosen one again?
Again. Satak was the first serpent. Satakal eats himself, and the spirits move to the far shores to wait for their next skin.
The story goes in circles. No, I wanted her it.
Begins again. Ruptka became the Tall Papa, and he made the great map with the stars in his hand. When Sepp tricked the spirits, he put a star in his pocket. This was the pearl that fell out when Tall Papa squashed Sepp with his staff. Sand covered the pearl. Thus it came to Zet, who works the land. When the pearl is uncovered, the time of Sepp's hunger will be over.
Yeah, I think you said that
Water
already.
from the pearl will run over the skins, and the hungry stomach will at last be full. Know this, the pearl is the way and the guide. It is the light to the far shores and back again, as they are placed by Tall Papa's hand.
Yeah, you're starting to repeat yourself.
The only real world is Satakal. You cannot eat the stars. One sound will open...
Okay, I'm gonna leave you here. I'm just gonna ignore you for now. Feet go to serpent. Come on, goatee. Where is the serpent? Serpent? Anyone? Serpent here? Somewhere? Ah, there it is. Bon appetit, I guess. Ugh. Don't look at me like there's more. It's horrible enough already. Okay, this is a very weird quest so far. What's the point? Why did I do that?
What answers the call is the hunger. Has it been sated? The story never changes, never shifts, as do the stars and the sands. You've done your part, and I must do mine. Know this, so it begins again. Satak was the first serpent. The pearl is the way and the guide, the light to the far shores and back again.
Okay, I have no idea what that was about, and frankly, I'm too afraid to ask. So I'm gonna go up here, so you can see both the delve and Doma and the way shrine, but I best go to the way shrine. So I have somewhere to port if I have to. There's a quest to do. I'm gonna take the quest but not do it anymore.
Satakal's wrath, Wayfarer. Unless you want to wade through an army of undead, go no further. These dogs, the Withered Hand, they seized control of Tuwaka's throne, and now they are raising the consecrated dead. How is this even possible?
Well, everything's possible.
The Anse wards, stolen. There is no way. The impervious vault. How?
T-Wall was not so impervious.
This does explain how they raise the consecrated dead, though. It also explains why Tuwaka is so angry. He speaks to me. He says the temple must be cleansed, and now. Oh, Tuwaka will do the cleansing. We must only clear the way. If you will help me light the sacred braziers, Tuwaka will send his breath to help us destroy the Withered Hand and return the dead to the sand.
Yeah, I'll help with that, but it will take a while. Have to maybe wait a week, or 2, or 3, or 4,
Light the first
depending.
3 and meet me at the west brazier. I will light that one. Then we will light the central brazier together, and soon see Uwafa and his Withered Hand destroyed. We do not know. There is no record of these defenses ever being used. All I can recall is reading that it is supposed to help cleanse the temple and return the dead to their rest. Uncertainty is part of the fun, though, right?
Well, undead are kind of weak to fire, so maybe it's gonna burn them all.
This man is very dangerous. He is the leader of these withered hand dogs. He offered me the chance to leave peacefully. I wanted to protect my fellow priests, but we could not surrender Tuwaka's sacred ground without a fight. Tuwaka is the caretaker of the far shores. We will all visit him one day. The throne is the final resting place of our honored ancestors. Our heroes have been buried here for centuries. It is terrible that their rest has been disturbed.
Okay, so we'll have something to do next time, it seems. Where is that wish? Don't tell me it's down there. Take a peekaboo? It is. Okay, luckily for us, there's stairs. So we're just gonna take the stairs. Like this. Like normal person. And unlock this. So, this way we're closer to this and closer to this at the same time. And I think we're gonna walk out here. It seems pretty safe and everything seems alright. Okay, so that was pretty weird in the end. Let's see if it's getting even more weirder than next time. But hopefully not. I still don't understand that with the serpent. But at least the serpent is happy now because it got fat, but poor goat. Okay, so my headset's only disconnected 2 or 3 times, which is still bad enough. Hopefully that's gonna get better soon. It's doing that more and more often, and only if it's charging. And wow, Dolman really has to ruin it here for me. And why is everybody charging through? People, I'm trying to do an ending here. How rude. Well, see them charging to action. Maybe you should charge into action too. Okay. Are you quite done yet? Yeah. Okay, so next week we're gonna change up a little. Maybe playing 2 Point Hospital, cause that might be on the plan again. Or maybe more West of Loathing, cause I still can't get enough of that. But we will see. And then we'll come back to Elder Scrolls when it is due time again. And hopefully next time they do not have a maintenance, but it always happens when I record on my recording day, so there's a very high probability that there will be again.
Final test, meet Igmane. Even the
Now even Moloch Ball is interrupting me. What is happening? Okay. So, thank you very much for watching today, everybody, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.